Hi, welcome to Healthy Food, Happy You, where our goal is to show you the benefits of a well-planned, whole foods, plant-based diet. I'm your host, Gina Lewis, and last month we set our New Year's resolutions, and this month it's Valentine's Day. But all hope is not lost. We're here to show you how to make a wonderfully decadent, personalized, preservative-free vegan chocolate truffle for your loved one, co-workers, children, just anybody you really want to give a special gift to. And here to show us just how to do that is our guest, Tiffany Griffin. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate having you here. So Tiffany is a veg-centric food lover. I want to talk about that term a little bit later. And a cooking teacher and a consultant. So thank you. What are we going to be doing first?
So we are making, as you mentioned, we're making vegan chocolate truffles. I love this recipe. It's super easy, very straightforward. So I say we just jump right into it.
Yeah, when you think of truffles, you don't necessarily think of easy. They look so beautiful in the stores, so you're just like, oh, I just have to buy this already made. But
yeah,
it's easy.
No. This is super easy, not intimidating at all. And 3 ingredients, and
okay,
allows for tons of creativity.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're actually going to start with some coconut milk. We're going to use half of a can of coconut milk, so about 3/4 of a cup. So we're just going to heat that on medium-high heat just until it boils. And so in the meantime, we will work with our chocolate.
Okay, perfect.
So this is a vegan semi-sweet chocolate that we will be using. So we'll just use about half a bag, so about a cup and a half. These are chocolate chips. If you buy a bar, you can just chop it up yourself. And you can sneak a couple, no one will mind.
I might, a little bit. You want to try some? They're really good.
They're so yummy.
What's the fun in cooking for others if you can't indulge a little yourself, right?
Exactly. So I like to make my truffle with a semi-sweet, bittersweet blend. Okay. So that was a semi-sweet chocolate. We have a 4-ounce bar of bittersweet chocolate. You can use 60% cacao, 70% cacao. Again, this is your choice. So I'm just, breaking it up into kind of manageable pieces.
That's really good.
It is really good. And I'm just going to roughly chop it. I have some here, but I wanted to show the viewers how to roughly chop it themselves. I'm just going to place my palm onto the chocolate to keep it nice and firm, have the knife in my dominant hand, which is my right hand, and press down, again, keeping the control.
You make that look so easy.
It is, and chocolate may fly, but
have some in your hair. It's all part of the love that goes into this.
The love and realness. So again, just a rough chop on the chocolate. Okay. And add it to the bowl. Perfect.
Beautiful.
And basically, while our coconut milk is coming up to the barely a boil, we can talk through the next couple steps. So we're going to add the very hot coconut milk to the chocolate blend. You can use all bittersweet chocolate if you really like kind of a more kind of strong, heartier chocolate. You can use all semi-sweet chocolate if you like a sweeter truffle. But in any event, when this comes up just to the boil, we're going to add the hot coconut milk to the chocolate, whisk it, so we can add our whisk in now. Let it sit for a minute, whisk it together, and then literally you are halfway there.
I say make them all. Try them all, make them all. Like I said, there's no preservatives. No. You're not using some really high-fat milk. I mean, coconut milk does have really good fat in it for you. There are a lot of benefits of using it. So right.
And yes, you actually bring up a great point. So you want to use the full fat coconut milk rather than a light coconut milk or reduced fat coconut milk. And I also, while we're waiting for the coconut milk, I brought a couple extracts. So without an extract, the truffle will have a very fruity, kind of mild coconut flavor. You can also use, this is a vanilla extract. I brought some orange extract, and an almond extract. So we can play around with this.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so this is boiling.
Yep, so the coconut milk is simmering, and we don't want it to boil over. We don't want a vigorous boil. We just want it to kind of bubble around the edges and in the center. And so we are here. So you can go ahead and add it to add the hot coconut milk to the chocolate.
This looks so good. Can you just like eat the bowl?
You can eat you can eat the bowl, and actually this is a great dish if you want to. You can just leave it for one. We're going to leave it for 1 minute, and then we'll
let
stir
it kind
together.
of melt a little bit.
Exactly.
So with those New Year's resolutions, eating the bowl probably isn't the best idea. It's important to indulge, but not
in moderation.
Overboard. In moderation, everything in moderation.
Truffles are great because then you can just have one or two, exactly. And this is great to make if you have a date night or a date night at home, because your whole house will smell like chocolate, and what's more romantic than chocolate? I actually meditate to chocolate. Like, who needs incense? I'm just going to meditate to chocolate.
I love that you brought these rose petals. It's very Valentine's Day, and how fun would it be for your loved one to come home and you've got that aroma of chocolate going, and you're in a good mood because you've made this wonderfully decadent gift for them, and it's just really fun to make.
It is.
I love it.
So I think it's been about a minute, so you can go ahead and just gently stir, and hopefully we can get a shot of this because it's so pretty. It kind of goes through the stages of looking like a swirl.
Fun thing to make.
Exactly.
So we've been through the swirl.
You just keep on mixing until it's all shiny and chocolatey and wonderful.
Yum.
So that's pretty much it. This is your truffle base. As I mentioned, you can add some extract. So why don't we add some almond?
Let's do that.
Maybe some almond vanilla. So this, again, it doesn't have to be exact. If you're going to add an extract, you can add anywhere from 1/4 teaspoon to about 3/4 of a teaspoon. So why don't we do 1/4 teaspoon of almond, 1/4 teaspoon of orange?
Okay, let's do it.
Great. So here's a little almond, chocolate and almond.
Like you said, you really can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
It's got chocolate. It's got coconut.
And I'll add a little bit of orange extract too. Here you go. And you can just stir that up. And voila, that is
smells so yummy.
Half of your truffle. This is a ganache. So basically a ganache is chocolate with usually cream, but again, to keep them vegan, we're using coconut milk. And coconut milk is so rich that it acts just as a kind of a cream would. And so what we'll do now is we'll just cover this with plastic wrap or aluminum foil. We'll take the whisk out and save this for a lucky crew member.
Exactly.
And we're just going to actually place this directly on top of the ganache. So you can just press it down into the...
Oh, so you...
Yes, you don't want to... Okay, you don't want a film to form on top, so you just press it right down.
Tricks of the trade.
Gently on top.
Okay.
And we're going to put this in the refrigerator for about 1 hour, up to an hour and a half, to firm up, and then we'll scoop out and form our truffles.
Sounds like a plan. We'll be right back.
For years, scientists have explored remote corners of the Earth, searching for exotic substances that might help prevent cancer. At last, man has discovered a secret place where powerful remedies can actually be found. Medical research shows that a vegetarian diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can help prevent many types of cancer. Wherever you live, cancer prevention is as close as your grocery store. To learn more, call 866-906-WELL.
Perfect. And if you'll remember, we put the foil directly on top of the chocolate to prevent any film from forming. Looks good.
So this is our cooled ganache. So we each have scoopers here. We each have a bowl.
Perfect.
So we can both have fun with this. And what we have here is some cocoa powder, just unsweetened cocoa powder, and our ganache.
Okay.
And this is a mini ice cream scoop.
How fun.
So super easy process. Basically, we're just going to take a little bit of the cocoa powder and dust your hands with it.
Make a mess.
So make a mess. You know, people pay a lot of money for these spa vacations
Exactly,
where they
but
get
you
chocolate.
can get your own beauty treatments at home.
Right here.
While making gifts for your family.
Make your bronzer.
Exactly.
And basically scoop out a little ball.
Okay.
Put it right into the palm of your hand.
You're a little more cocoa-y. Okay, so scoop a ball.
Exactly. It's okay because we're going to roll it.
Okay, so it won't matter if it's perfect, right?
No.
Perfect.
So, and that's why, so it's a little sticky, so that's why we dusted our hands with the cocoa.
Okay.
And just roll it into the palm.
Oh, you're right, this does get messy. How fun.
And so then we'll have a ball.
Yours looks so pretty. Mine's like an alien spaceship.
Well, you know, chocolate truffles are named after the mushroom truffle, which are, you know, kind of esoteric in shape, and so.
Or you could go with a sci-fi Valentine's theme and make little alien spaceships.
Exactly.
It's okay.
And we're just going to stick it back into the cocoa powder and dust it lightly, shake it off a little bit, and voila, we have a chocolate truffle.
Mine's a beginner chocolate truffle.
It's a perfect chocolate truffle.
Thank you.
So let's just do one more so folks see that again. So again, just dust your hands a little bit to make sure it doesn't stick. You are sufficiently dusted, it looks like.
Dusted. Good, good.
Scoop out a little bit of the cooled ganache into your hand.
So not a big learning curve.
No.
And I like that it's foolproof. I need that. And really very easy. This is ridiculously easy.
Dust it.
And fun.
There you go.
And again, if you have kiddos at home and you're the typical mom that is like, I cannot cook with my children. My children have made it impossible for me to ever have a homemade meal.
Not
or do
chocolate
homemade
truffles.
Gifts. Not chocolate truffles. That's great.
Yeah, so I'm
super
just
easy.
Super easy. And so you can leave them just like this and serve them this way.
Okay.
Or you can
make
dip them
really fun.
You can dip them in chocolate, even more chocolate, and top them with all sorts of fun toppings, which is what we'll do next.
I am having a fight with my chocolate truffle. Get out of there, chocolate truffle. Okay, so now we'll go get our toppings.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
And another thing you can really have fun with. This has really taken less than 5 minutes when all is said and done, and don't have all the camera cutting. So,
yeah.
All right. We're gonna get our toppings. We'll be right back.
Go ahead, ready? I'm Forrest Whitaker for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, and this is my daughter, True.
Hi.
Life is full of choices. And many years ago, I chose to become a vegetarian. And it's one of the best choices I've ever made. And since True's dad was a vegetarian, she decided to be a vegetarian too. You may decide to go vegetarian for better health, for a better environment, or you could be like True and I and just decide you don't want to eat meat anymore.
I love animals and I love being a vegetarian.
I'm Forrest Whitaker.
And I'm True Whitaker and
We're vegetarian.
And we're vegetarians.
Alrighty, so we got our delicious toppings, and really the possibilities are endless, right?
Absolutely. So basically, what we're going to do now, we have our formed and dusted truffles. And again, you can serve these exactly as they are, just dipped in cocoa powder.
Just like this?
Just like this.
Ready to eat.
Ready to eat. You can put them in the refrigerator. No one will ever know if you sneak a few. But what's even more fun is to dip them, or what we're going to do.
That was fun. That was really fun.
Drizzle them in chocolate and top them with spices or a number of other toppings. So I actually brought a bunch of spices and different toppings here that I wanted to tell you all about. So should I talk through them?
Okay.
Okay. So we have just some salt. So yes, chocolate and salt is an amazing combination.
I've heard actually around that time of the month that we all hate, that is the perfect.
Chocolate and salt?
Yes, the sweet and the salt is like exactly, you want a big bag of chips and a bucket of ice cream, so just have a salty truffle.
A salted chocolate truffle. Here we have actually lavender petals. So again, a lovely combination.
Mommy would love these.
Relaxing, fragrant, beautiful. Here we have hibiscus petals.
Okay.
So another flower, you can use rose petals. The local store near my house had dried hibiscus. So
Are these like specialty
petals.
stores, or can you find them in, what section would you go in?
The bulk spices. So if your
Okay.
store has bulk spices, so I go to a store in Maryland and they have bulk spices. A lot of Whole Foods will have a bulk spice section. So an organic grocery store.
Okay, this was so good. It's really going to be hard for me to concentrate on the rest of the show because I cannot describe to you how delicious those
Just
were.
as is. Well,
Oh
they're
my
even better
gosh.
dipped and topped.
I cannot imagine. I want to eat the rest of them. I need to lay down. They're really good. This is so yummy.
So again, we have toasted coconut. Again, great with the truffles because remember we use coconut milk. So to bring out that coconut flavor. So we have
I love
toasted coconut.
that.
Here we have crushed up cookie crumbs, regular coconut, just flaked coconut.
Okay.
This is ground pumpkin seeds. So you can again use whatever nut that you
Good
have.
for health too.
For
so
health.
really, these pack a great antioxidant punch.
They absolutely can. You can use walnuts, you can use almonds. Here, white and black sesame seeds,
Okay.
chocolate and sesame, a lovely combination. And next to the black sesame seeds, we have chai tea leaves. So just cut
love it.
open your tea bag and you can drizzle sprinkle some tea leaves directly on top of the truffle.
Wow.
In the center, some spices, some cinnamon, some cayenne pepper, some ginger powder. So we can
fun.
get started
This
drizzling.
is better than what you can go find at your local chocolate store. Really, the possibilities are endless, and you can make it so special and so personalized for your loved one.
Exactly. So this is just some melted semi-sweet chocolate. Melted it in the microwave, 30 seconds, stir it up. It's 30-second increments. Put it in a Ziploc bag.
I
Cut
always
a little tip.
Okay.
Smaller is always better.
Smaller
in this
is always
instance,
well, yeah, okay.
In this instance, smaller is better. And you can, so I'm just going to squeeze onto here.
You made that look so easy.
Oh, that was easy.
Okay, let's see how badly. Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, not at all.
Fun.
This is, again, something, if you want to have Valentine's Day with your kids,
Yes.
absolutely something you can do with your children.
So easy.
And it doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to put toppings on it.
Wow.
And
very
you put
easy.
as much chocolate as you want toppings to stick to.
Love it. Okay, well, then.
Alternatively, you can also just take the whole truffle, dunk it in chocolate.
Could you just,
You could also do that.
but New Year's resolutions, right? So.
Well, a little decadence never hurt anyone.
It'll never hurt.
So, so pick your spices. I also brought an orange, so you can zest some fresh, fresh zest and put it on
Cool.
there. But why don't we just stick with some of the things that we have
Okay.
on the plate?
I
Do
want
you
to try a little bit of lavender. Is there, would
absolutely.
coconut and lavender go well
I
together?
think that would be great. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to try a little bit of coconut. Just a little bit of light dusting, a lot of dusting. Doesn't matter. And a little bit of lavender.
So pretty.
Gorgeous.
And I think I'll do maybe a mix of white and black sesame seeds.
If you're having a white and black party
Yeah.
for Valentine's Day, really fun idea.
Super fun.
Okay.
So yeah,
What about crushed cookies?
crushed cookies.
Love the crushed cookies.
Some salt maybe.
For my kids, I would do the crushed cookies.
Maybe some nuts. I think we're having too much fun here.
I think so too. We're gonna have to eat soon. Get to the really fun part. So this is the toasted coconut.
That is. It's just some hibiscus.
Oh, that is
petals.
really pretty. I love
Yeah.
that red on top of the chocolate. Really pops out. Great idea. How fun. So let's show them the finished product, shall we?
Yeah, sure. So with these truffles, you would just want to put them in the fridge for about a half an hour to have the chocolate set up. And when all is said and done, put them on a bed of rose petals.
I love how you did that. That's a beautiful display. You also have some bags here.
Yeah, so if you want to leave a treat for your honey, maybe in the morning, you can put some truffles in a bag with some rose petals and leave them on a pillowcase, or give them to, you know, post people or
that's
teachers,
a great idea.
or
Really
coworkers.
thankless jobs.
Exactly.
Wonderful. And if they want to, do you post this recipe on your blog?
I will be posting this recipe on my blog,
which can be found at
comowater.com. So COMOWATER.com.
And we'll be talking a little bit more about Como water in just a little bit. So thank you very much, Tiffany. These are fabulous. We're going to be enjoying these in just a little bit, and we'll meet you back at the table. And we are back with Tiffany Griffin and our yummy truffles that you helped us make for Valentine's Day. I love this idea, and look at this beautiful table. Simple. Within a few minutes, there are some rose petals on your table. What is this drink that you brought us?
This is, I just juiced some beets. I added a couple pomegranate seeds to the glass, and some whatever red juice you have. I just happen to have beet juice.
Yeah.
So I have a beet apple blend, and then some sparkling water.
It's
and then
so pretty. Let's try it.
Let's toast to Valentine's Day.
To Valentine's Day. Good health. Oh, it's so good. The rest of our show is just going to be of us drinking this yummy juice and eating chocolates. So your website, comowater.com, how did you come up with, what is Como water?
Funny.
Let's just get straight to the point. What is this?
So I started my business. I actually started as a food blog in 2010, featuring what I call veg-centric cuisine.
And I wanted to talk about that.
We'll talk about that too. And it started, you know, I love cooking. I've always loved cooking. So friends and family would ask, oh, how did you make this dinner? How did you make that breakfast? And I wouldn't know what to say because I didn't measure. And so I said, well, let me start measuring and documenting what I make for my friends and family. And in doing that, just people, you know, it kind of took on a life of its own, and people started following. And actually, a chicken and waffles place in North Carolina asked me to help them kind of vegify their menu.
Oh, what a great idea.
And in that process, I said, there's kind of an opportunity here to go beyond just sharing with my friends and family. And so then it kind of transitioned into the consultancy. But Como Water comes from the movie and book, Like Water for Chocolate, or in Spanish, Como Agua para Chocolate, which is
Doesn't that sound so hot?
It sounds so much better in Spanish,
It does.
I'm not gonna lie. And
so learn Spanish
so learn
for Valentine's dinner.
Exactly. But it's a nod to my upbringing from Massachusetts, from Springfield, Mass, and grew up in a predominantly Puerto Rican neighborhood, and where everyone speaks enough Spanglish to basically buy things from the corner store. And so I did Como Water, to Spanglish nod to Like Water for Chocolate.
Oh, do you ever have those people you just want to live a day in their shoes? I want to live a day in your shoes. It just sounds so fun. I love your whole outtake on food, and really you're the perfect guest for this show, Healthy Food, Happy You, because really you put happiness and your energy into the food you make. It's quick and easy. So a lot of people are stressed, they don't have a lot of time, but you make this food easy. Simple ingredients, right? Nothing you're gonna have to go on an expedition in a different country for. And because we've had some of those recipes and they're great, you just have to make some time. And you were talking earlier about the more time you make, the more time you have. And really, I love that, because it felt like time existed while we were making this. We were in the moment. We smelled the smells. We enjoyed how it looked. We enjoyed how it tasted. Really fun. I love that you do that, and you could offer that for our viewers at home as well. Let's talk about this veg-centric.
Sure.
You use it, it's all over your blog, and I get what it means, veg-centric. So the bulk of your eating should be
should be plant-based. But one thing I wanted to just touch on that you mentioned is putting kind of the happiness into the food. And I think it's absolutely important, and it's kind of what that one little thing. Oh, it tastes so different, but I tried it and it just didn't taste the same. And it's exactly that. It's the energy that you put into the food, and that's where the premise of Like Water for Chocolate, the book and the movie, the woman basically her emotions showed through her food, and so that's kind of where I came from. But in terms of veg-centric, basically I didn't want to categorize my food as vegetarian or vegan because I didn't want to exclude anyone or have people think that it represents a type of ideology that I don't necessarily ascribe to. Really, it's about eating a plant-based diet. You can be a meat eater, you can be a fruitarian. You can be whatever you want. You can be whatever you want and eat a plant-based diet. And the jury, it's pretty much clear that when you eat plants, you feel better, you look better, and you're healthier.
It really is clear. I mean, the evidence
chocolate.
Is there. No, I love it.
Chocolate's a plant.
You can have chocolate and eat this diet and feel great and just incorporate it more into your everyday life. I love that, and I love it. She's so fun, honestly. Call her, use her services, so you can actually come in and help people come up with recipes, meal plans?
Yep, I actually do recipe development, cooking class. We do cooking workshops, immersions. So comawater.com and check out my services, check out the recipes, over 250 recipes on the blog.
Yeah, she will change your life. Honestly, my life is just, I can't wait to converse with you more and
eat my truffles.
Honestly, I can't wait to eat your truffles. Let's be real, okay? So if you want more information, contact Tiffany at www.comawater.com. She's going to post this recipe for you. We're going to have some more information on our website, www.healthyfoodhappyyou.com. And as always, look us up on Facebook. We'd love to hear your ideas and can't wait to see you next time. Thank you for being a part of this special Valentine's Day show.